Good Friday morning, everyone. Mike here bringing you another devotion. Hoping to make this close to a daily thing. It took me a while to get going on stuff, trying to figure out kind of what I wanted to do and how to do it. But we're on day 2, so here goes. We have a new, this is going on our new YouTube channel, which is BBC Winnemac Youth. Find stuff there, and you guys can also send stuff. If you send stuff to me or Tyler or Jason, we want this to be not just this Bible study, which is good, but also fun things. I want to see you guys doing things. So Braden and I did that little ramen noodle eating challenge, just so that we're trying to find ways to spend our time these days, and so we might as well have some fun as we're going about our day-to-day activities, and doing your schoolwork from home, and hopefully having plenty of time for Bible study and helping around the house, but also we got time to kill for the most part. So just some fun things there. If you guys have ideas for fun things or for Bible study things, we'd love to hear those. The resource I want to direct you to today is an article that is on the Gospel Coalition website by a guy named Jeremy Pierre. Dr. Pierre is one of the professors down in Southern Seminary, Boyce College in Louisville, Kentucky. Happens to be Alex's favorite professor. He also is an elder at the church that Dustin Dane goes to down there, and that Drew and Becca went to when they were in Louisville. Just an awesome, godly man. He wrote an article called "We Are All Children Now," that was about one day that he went through, I think in February, maybe March, I forget. I remember seeing on Twitter when it all happened. But the article is called "We Are All Children Now" on the Gospel Coalition website. Please try to find it and take 5 minutes to read it. He talks about how 3 things hit all in one day for him. He had to go to the hospital to be scanned for a brain tumor because he had been having severe headaches for months. Turns out it was not a tumor. They don't know what's going on, but that was one day. That same day that he had that, they had a house fire, a severe house fire, did not quite burn down. And in the midst of that, his daughter was missing for a period of time. And that was also the same day that the governor of Kentucky announced the first restrictions due to this coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. So just had a bunch of stuff going on. So he wrote this article called "We Are All Children Now," where he basically says that we recognize that at times like that, for us, at times like this, we recognize that we don't have any answers. There's nothing we can do about the situation. And so we sort of cry out to God, help us, help us. And the Bible says, Jesus said, let the little children come to me, right? And be like a child in your faith, which is to basically say, we should cry out to God. We need to acknowledge that we need his help. He wants us to know that and to acknowledge that. So these days kind of serve as a poignant reminder of what is true all the time, which is that we need God. We need help from God. We need answers from God. We need to have the sure and certain knowledge that this is within God's purposes. Hey, for a devotional, really quick devotion moment. We did the heroes study out of Hebrews chapter 12. The conclusion of that is that was out of Hebrews 11. Hebrews chapter 12 verses 1 and 2 says, "Therefore, since we have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay down before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." So those, the Abrahams, and the Jacobs and the Josephs and the Samson and all those people that we talked about in the heroes of faith, that I said they were in the Faith Hall of Fame. those cloud of witnesses, those are the witnesses of their faith declare to us the truth of God. That reminded me of a song. It's my current favorite song. I listen to it about 10 times a day right now. It's called "Almost Home" by Mercy Me. And there's a part in there. There's a stanza that says, "Well, this road will be hard, but we win in the end. Simply because of Jesus in us, it's not if, but when. So take joy in the journey, even when it feels long. Oh, find strength in each step, knowing heaven is cheering you on." Great words today for us. These are hard times, and for some of us, these are scary times. I personally am not frightened by it. I'm convinced personally that God knows the day, the hour, the second that I will go home. And it may be from this, and it may be from something else a long time from now. I don't know. But these are scary days. Things are not well. But there is a cloud of witnesses that's surrounding us, that's cheering us on, that is encouraging us to consider Christ. So as you go about the busyness of your day today, as you do your schoolwork, as you find ways to occupy your time, behave yourselves, find good ways to occupy your time, be kind and considerate and respectful to your parents, and know that a cloud of witnesses surrounds us that is cheering us on, hopefully pointing us to Christ. Love you guys. Miss you. Have a great day.